Hello everyone, and welcome to the Spirit Side. This is Paul James Caden. I'm about to do another Itc session, and it's a couple of days before Thanksgiving, and I wanted to do a session to see if those in spirit, how do they perceive this time of year when there's celebration, when there's holidays? Do they somehow acknowledge, do they have a nostalgia for when they were alive with their families? Did they celebrate? So I'm curious, and this thought had just come to me. How do the spirits perceive this time of year? Is it somehow a joyous time? Is it a sad time? Is it like Jacob Marley in A Christmas Carol, where they witness people celebrating, people giving thanks, people sharing meals and helping the poor, and they regret that they didn't do those things in their earthly lives? So let's turn on the spirit box and see if anyone is willing to communicate this afternoon and what they have to say about the holidays. So is there anyone present, any spirits around me, who would like to communicate today? I'm very curious and want to know, how do those in spirit
sustain and help
perceive the holidays?
sustain.
It's a couple days until Thanksgiving. How are the spirits perceiving this? How are they feeling about this?
Are having
So it sounded like someone said staying here to help. Are there some spirits who help people at this time of year? Maybe those less fortunate, those who are depressed. Sounded like some
Prayer.
It also sounded like someone said we're having a, and then I just heard prayer. Could you clarify on these things, please?
Like to make
Let me start by asking perhaps a very silly question. But do the spirits, or those in spirit,
wherever
celebrate days like Thanksgiving in some way?
today. Before you
So it sounded like someone said not today or not of today. So does that mean the spirits or those in spirit do not acknowledge or celebrate somehow days like Thanksgiving? Would that be a correct statement to make? Do you find this a sad, depressing, or nostalgic time of year? Do you perhaps remember when you were
Of the black
Dog from.
oh boy.
Do you perhaps remember when you were with your families and loved ones celebrating holidays?
To bless them. This phone.
And may I ask,
Experience. A cat.
we're all familiar with the story of Ebenezer Scrooge in A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, excuse me.
What prison? Or what?
Are some spirits on earth witnessing life, witnessing others living life, and regret for what they should have done or how they should have been when they were here in this world? Is there a level of regret? Is there a level of regret for some in spirit this time of year?
Brother.
And if there is a level of sadness and regret, how come you haven't joined your loved ones? How come you haven't joined your loved ones in the light or in heaven? Is there a reason why some of you have stayed behind here on the earth?
Going to. Man is. And. That's.
Again, I would ask, why haven't some of you joined your loved ones in the light in heaven? Why are you staying here on the earth plane?
In Washington.
Or are you made to stay here on the earth plane as perhaps a time of penance for what you've done or maybe didn't do in life?
Don't you
Participate.
What is it that you don't participate in? Holidays or joining those in the light?
help us think so?
And for those of you that have loved ones in the light, loved ones in heaven,
Don't.
Do those loved ones sometimes visit you here on the earth plane? Do they ask you to join them where they are?
I can't help.
Is this something that you're not allowed to answer? Or something you would rather not talk about? Is there anyone from the higher realms of life who try to help you to get to a better place? Or maybe grow beyond what's keeping you here?
Things like
Do the spirits who are here on earth receive spiritual help
Thomas.
from the higher dimensions of life?
Rico.
I feel like that
Each other.
you're not abandoned. That someone is always reaching out to you, beckoning to you.
Oh.
Am I incorrect about that?
water.
No, you will.
Could you all do me a favor and during this Thanksgiving maybe think about joining your loved ones in the light?
You.
Maybe leaving behind all of the baggage and the problems and the anger and the fears, whatever it is that holds you here, just letting all that go and going into the light where there's peace and love and reconnection, reunion with those people
Cover it.
that you miss. Will some of you consider that this Thanksgiving season?
And originally,
Will some of you think about that and consider that this Thanksgiving season?
thank you. This one.
And would it be okay if I said a prayer for all of you when we're done with this session?
You look. This way.
Would that be okay if I said a prayer for all of you after this session? Sounds like my name coming through on those frequencies. And that sounded like a help. I will certainly help the best I can. I can say a prayer for you. I can ask you to reach out to your loved ones, to the angels, to God.
On the first day.
And ask them to help you and direct you, and how you can shed anything that's holding you here and move into the light where there is peace.
Break for you, men.
Ultimately, from what I understand, and
Magic trick.
And I'm still someone on this side of life. But from what I understand,
No.
a lot of spirits who are earthbound, it's their choice to be earthbound or to move on.
That month.
So maybe you don't need to be here. Maybe this year you could have that ultimate Thanksgiving gathering with those you love in a much more wonderful place.
In the brand.
If you'll just ask, and if you'll just do the work that it takes to get there. And sometimes, from what I understand, doing that work only means saying that you're sorry, you were wrong,
Toby.
and you want to change. Could some of you do that for me this Thanksgiving?
So.
I'd like to know that some of you have moved into the light.
Great.
If you look for the light, can you see it if you look for it? Can you see the light if you look for it? And if you see the light, do you see loved ones and angels in the light? Are they waiting for you there?
Negative. But.
Casino.
Do some of you feel unworthy to cross over into the light?
Of my
I couldn't be sure, but it sounded like someone said, "It's my dad. I want to go, and it's beautiful." If I heard that correctly, just go.
Fred stopped her. Wait.
Just go to the light. You don't need to be here any longer. How? Just walk in. From what I understand, it's just walking in. and someone will be there to guide you to the other side, and it will be peaceful and loving, no judgment, no fear.
Crowded.
Will some of you go into the light this Thanksgiving? And maybe one day when I leave this earth, I'll see some of you on the other side and you'll say, hey, you're the guy that helped me go into the light and find peace on that Thanksgiving.
That's right here.
On that Thanksgiving of 2023. That would be pretty awesome.
Wondering if
Because I always come in love and peace with respect. And always here to
woman
help.
wrote.
And always here to help if I can. And before I close this session, may I offer one more bit of advice, or just
Here, friend.
someone's my friend. Or maybe this is just an
But
idea.
you.
Maybe this is just an idea.
I wonder how.
Rather than be angry, alone,
Make it 10.
or nostalgic this Thanksgiving, maybe those of you in spirit
From out.
could gather together and just talk amongst yourselves. Remember what it was that you were grateful for in your lives. Talk about how you want to change, how you want to move into the light, how you want peace,
For needy.
how you want better for yourself
You're on it.
in the afterlife. Rather than be separate,
Bishop.
join together and help one another in brotherly love, in the love of God. Because though it may not feel like it, the presence and the Spirit of God is right there with you,
Full court.
right where you are.
Influence. You know?
So with that, I want to thank all of you that left words or comments during this session.
Think I'm gonna do?
I would say
Like someone said, I think I'm going to do it. Well, I hope you do. I really do. But I thank all of you for your words, your messages.
Saints thrive. Or anesthetize.
And I hope you all do have the best Thanksgiving you can have in whatever situation you're in. And it sounded like someone was starting to say we're all in this together. Yes, you are, and yes, we are.
We put him under.
So before I close out, is there anything at all that anyone would like to say to me or those individuals who might listen to this conversation we had together? Anything you want to say, any advice you want to give? Anything at all.
I believe that. It's not.
We're doing the best we
Such news. It was right.
So someone said he's our healer.
Uncle Fred,
I don't know about that.
be yourself.
If you're
Lauren,
so I don't know about that if you're referring to me, but I'm someone who's trying to help. Someone who's done a lot of study about the afterlife, the spirit world. I've had a lot of experiences in my life.
Not that.
So maybe there's something worthwhile I can offer all of you. So I thank you again for your words and your messages.
But.
And we will talk again very soon. So God bless you all, and I hope you have
For you.
and I will pray for you as soon as I finish this session. So I hope you all have the best or most thoughtful Thanksgiving you can have in your situation in spirit. And we will talk again soon. God bless you all, and bye for now.
Not the best.